I'm going back out there. Okay.
I saw that pole out.
Aye, so as you can see guys, the tent is caving in this corner, which is a concern. The rest of the tent's smashing it, kicking out the park, but I'm not entirely sure what it's going to. It might be on uneven ground, it might be at this little corner here, which, as you can tell, I'm going downhill. I think that's your problem there.
Wind's getting under it maybe.
It's not just the wind's getting under it.
Pushing it down right, you know.
The ground's level up here. It's much higher up here than it is down there. So it's not equal throughout. There's this unequal part over here, and this is where it's causing all this stress on this pole. It didn't seem like that when I first pitched it, so that's a concern. This is why you want to pitch in even ground as possible, because what will happen in the uneven ground, the tent will lose its structural integrity, and the poles, this has happened about 6 times now, and it's bending like Beckham, and it's just about handling it. Oh, jeez, that's even more tricky when you're doing it in your bare feet. That's what you would call below freezing wind chill. Oh, come on. That's how you resolve an issue in a mountain. There. That's infuriating. Right in the puddle. I'll get this boggy bitch to deal with.
So tonight we're camping up there somewhere in the clouds, Helm with Big Monty. Good that we're approaching this side because we're getting sheltered from the wind at the moment. Just doing a few clips on the way up here. Quite a boggy place this, no path really. And with the recent rainfall there's a lot of seriously deep bog as well, which wouldn't be too bad if it was dry, but you just step on it and you're straight in. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to do too much more filming. I think it's just time to get up to the summit. Probably a good hour still before we're in the clouds and at the summit of this peak. In the clouds folks, about what, 50 metres to the summit. Reed's hanging off now, holding off, don't care. You know what I mean? Done. This is at the top of Helm, which is just over there. You'll probably not even see it. I'm hardly seeing it right now, the summit cairn. We've not even touched it. We'll get a chance to do that later. Let's just get the tents up while it's not too wet. And yeah, Hilleberg Soulo tonight. I'll catch you when I finally get inside it. Well, that's me all set up for tonight. As you'll hear, the winds hitting the tent. 40mph winds, average wind speeds tonight. Maximum gusts of about 52 according to the Met Office. We'll see if that updates throughout tonight. Unfortunately, this is the weather we've been getting the last few weekends, and I've been avoiding it. But yeah, I thought I would just come out tonight. It's actually been worse, the wind, in previous weekends. I've hit 100+ mph on Ben McDoo and places like that. Even peaks like this one. This is Mel Karanic, which is part of the Ben Law 7. This peak's been hitting 80+ mph in the previous weeks, so this is actually quite settled weather compared to what we've had. But yeah, this is still quite serious, by the way. At times, you've got to be careful when you come out in weather like this. I very rarely do it. I don't want people thinking because I'm doing it that they should do it. I very rarely go out in weather like this. So anyway, it's just calmed down all of a sudden. Yeah, it's just going to be like this all night. But I'm going to get everything else set up tonight. Still going to get all my sleeping stuff out. And yeah, that's really it. Once I get the sleeping stuff out, I'll focus on getting a wee bit of heat in my hands are a wee bit cold still. Got some hand warmers, I'll use them. And yeah, get something to eat myself. I've got one of those decathlon meals to try out, so we'll see how that goes. So I've just bought a new piece of kit that I'd like to share with you all. Thermarest Trekker chair kit. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying this in the tent. I've obviously tried it at home to see if it would work okay, and it seems to be okay actually. And yeah, it just gives me something to lean back on. So yeah, I'm just going to set it up now that I finally got the sleeping mat set up as well. I'll focus on this chair, and then I'll probably go outside before it gets dark and show you both the tents, see how they're getting on. I need to check one of the pegging points. It's not the strongest. The wind looks like it could potentially pull that peg out. So anyway, let's get this chair up. So here is current scenes. The wind's died down. As you'll see, there's not much movement on the tent at the moment, but it really is just serious gusts that just hit the tent for 10-15 seconds at the moment. Bells Hill, when I was up with Monty at the Pentlands 3 years ago now, it was just constant winds for about 3, 4, 5 hours. But at the moment it's not terrible. I'm concerned about this peg here, which controls the guy lines. Summit gear's just up there. I'm going up to get a rock hopefully or something, just to put over that guy line or peg. There we go, there's a couple of rocks from the summit. I'll put them back on the cairn tomorrow. Right, let's go and see how his tent's getting on. See if he's put the lines out. Yeah, that's okay. So that's where you've got to be careful, folks. Obviously Monty doesn't know his tent's on peg, but I'll do it for him. Oh, did you see it? Aye. Oh, right. Sorry, I'm dealing. So it's for the door. Take it as a rock there, Monty. Oh, watch your zip as well. If you've got zip locks, I would lock your zips to stop that unzipping. But yeah, that's why I've put rocks over my guy lines. It's starting to get really dark now up here.
Aye, you can see my face.
And it's filming. So all I really want to talk about is your heater. It's something new, isn't it? So
welcome.
Bring it in.
Welcome to the family. It's
excuse me,
a little portable heater. I've not got the self-igniting one, so you use a match, but you just light the match at the burner. You just twist it on, quarter of the way, light a match, and put it in there where you can see where most of the orange flame's coming from. But to give you an idea how compact a little portable heater is, spin it round like a model. Look at his backside. There you go. And you just attach it to a gas canister. Now, always big fan of wrapping my gas canisters in my socks, my dirty socks, 2 pairs, not 1 pair, because these bad boys can freeze over and then it will struggle to get the gas out. But you just screw it in, lock it tight, and then boom, Bob's your uncle. Compact, you know, lightweight, and this bad boy cost £30, but I got £2 off it. You can find it on Amazon. The Elixir portable heater. Just be careful, guys. So I'll say in my video, blue flames give off carbon monoxide. I can't see a blue flame. Don't think you get naked blue flames. I'm not that sciencey when it comes to this. But treat this with the respect it deserves. Just keep it out in the vestibule. And have some ventilation coming through the tents. We've also got the benefit of it being windy, so you can feel the drafts come in.
There's plenty of wind coming in.
In the worst case scenario where there is a carbon monoxide build up, it will just distribute. There was a little video online, someone did a review on it in a tent. They disappeared, mind you, but they fully closed the tent, left it running for, I think, was it 4 hours, came back, used the carbon monoxide detector, 0 on the reading. So yeah, just treat it with respect. I'm going to use this joke in my video as well, but me and Gaz do not want to be the first people to die in a mountain of carbon monoxide poisoning. That would be, you know, unfortunate.
Good story for food.
That's a Darwin award. That's a Darwin award. Right, I'm going back out there. Okay.
I saw that pole.
Aye, so as you can see, guys, the tent is caving in this corner, which is a concern. The rest of the tent's smashing it, kicking out the park, but I'm not entirely sure what it's going to. It might be on uneven ground. It might be at this little corner here, which, as you can tell, I'm going downhill. I think that's your problem there.
Wind's getting under it, maybe.
It's not just the wind's getting under it.
Pushing it down, right, you know?
The ground's level up here. It's much higher up here than it is down there. So it's not equal throughout. There's this unequal part over here, and this is where it's causing all this stress on this pole. It didn't seem like that when I first pitched it, so that's a concern. This is why you want to pitch in even ground as possible, because what will happen in the uneven ground, the tent will lose its structural integrity, and the poles, this has happened about 6 times now, and it's bending like Beckham, and it's just about handling it. Oh my goodness, that is
serious. That
is those wind speeds.
The door's coming in as well.
The door's coming in, but then again, there's no poles at the door. So
I just hope my tent's alright.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, the wind speed's out there. I mean, I was out in Meow and Tamacking at 50 miles per hour winds, and it was getting hit side on, and it was fine. But this,
struggling. There's something alright out there.
These aren't dark poles. It's not the poles you would find on the Fjallraven. It's not the poles you'd find on the Hillebergs. They are improvements on industry standard poles. But the question is Gaz going to catch it snapping, or is that pole?
I love it. Yeah.
I mean,
could be a sleepless night.
Incredible.
Yeah, the weather was calm for a couple of hours today, but
yeah,
it's coming in again, eh?
So I'm going to go out there in my bare feet, because I can't bother putting my cold socks, my wet socks and my wet boots on. So I'm going to
just try and sort it, eh?
I've got extra guy out points, and I've got 2 spare pegs. I don't know where my pegs are. I don't know where my guy ropes are. So
that's no good. Have a look at my tent when you're out there.
It'll be the guy ropes will be in that bag somewhere.
I'm worried about my tent. I think it's going to go down.
Jeez, that's even more tricky when you're doing it in your bare feet. Right, let's quickly regroup. Yes, that is questionable. I mean, we could combine the both. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to merge both guy ropes, and then
it's cold in here, never mind it there now. Just get the heat.
Oh. Even the door's doing a whole lot better. Back it with my bare feet. I'll never get that first time.
Oh. You ready for this? When he opens this door, it's just going to go whoosh. Oh, feel that wind. Still no views out there, as you can see. I don't even know why I'm showing you that. And this side is where all the chaos is happening right now. Watch my boots, they're quite sharp. We'll find out.
What's all the way doing? Sort it. That's what you would call below freezing wind chill. Oh, come on. That's how you resolve an issue in a mountain. Woo. Don't worry guys about my feet. I seem to suffer from extremely warm feet and I enjoy having cold feet to the point I experience chilblains every year. You know, that 18th century don't know what you call chilblains. Wouldn't really call it an illness, but you know where I'm going with things.
Oh, wouldn't it be a Monty camp without a bit of water there at the tent, eh?
I'm always, how many times did I spill? I spilled up at Benachroin, I spilled at
Glen Shee. Remember that? You started screaming.
I was just screaming, mate.
You were the raging.
Fake news. And there was another time I spilled everything everywhere.
Probably I wasn't there.
No, I think it was Gus was, Loch in the garden. Poor Gus had to see me rage. And I'm like, I'm so sorry mate. But no, I don't get angry these days, you know what I mean? I think a lot of people it just naturally goes away. A wee woman bumped into my car as well, scratched it and I'm like, come on hen, so it's on me. In my defence I was parked in double yellow. So, I know. I just don't get angry these. Everybody gets a wee bit, but I don't like rage fit anymore.
There's the heater, guys. Oh yes. Woo. Right, I'm going to go back to my tent. I've got my waterproof jacket on. The rain's due in the next hour, so I better get a move on. Oh, how the hell you meant to reach the zip, mate? Pure guy, like you crawl on your belly just to get to the blooming zip and this thing. No. Oh, Jesus. It's like I'm in a cave.
You need to find something that
Hey, pure guy have like extendable arms just to reach the zip in this bloody thing. Oh, blood. Oh, jeez.
That's what I'm saying. This tent makes it sound like it's fucking nothing.
Is there anything in there, no? Aye. I think I've got everything. Right.
Right. Get that all the way down for me.
Aye. But I can't reach. Where's this at? Oh, no. Aye. Oh.
And the other side, I think the other side's fine.
Right, that's as far as I can go, mate. It's pure like tight. No worries. Where's my tent, mate? I can't even see my tent. Oh, jeez, my tent's still there. Oh, there it is. I thought my tent was gone. Whoa, that just shows how bad the visibility is. Guy lines are still quite tight. Oh, look at it, it's shaking about me. Oh. Well, everything still seems alright, like. So I'm pretty happy just to go in the tent. Yeah, that's the tent getting battered. Right. I put a peg in here to try and keep the zip in. I'll just put this back in the guy line, eh? Hope for the... Oh, it was quite rocky, this one. Jesus. Come on, get in there. Just go in, please. There we go. Whoa! Get in. It's mental out there. Oh, what is going on? Right there. Alright, so it's my turn to have some dinner. I've never tried these rice and chicken curries from Decathlon, so yeah, guess it's time to finally try one, after all these years. So yeah, I'll just get the stove lit up and yeah, just boil some water, nothing really exciting. I'll just let you know if I like it or not. Alright folks, so I don't know if you can hear me. I'm trying my best here in this wind. I'm just going to do a quick short clip before I wrap it up. But yeah, that meal was okay. Not as good as the adventure food one, but yeah, I mean, if I was in Decathlon again, I probably would buy it again. You'll notice I'm using the Thermarest seat. I wanted to show you it, but I don't think this is the time to be doing my first impressions on it, because you could probably hardly hear me right now. So yeah, tonight I'll just do the odd occasion of just filming the tent. I've no intention of going back out, but yeah, it's just the usual Hilleberg Soulo performance in the wind. It seems to be dealing with the wind okay, but still very noisy, so it's probably going to be a sleepless night. But yeah, as long as I can get a few hours anyway, before I get up at about 7 tomorrow. The clocks go back tonight, so it does feel like you might be dealing with this weather a lot longer, but at least with the clocks going back, it'll be daylight for 7 AM instead of 8 AM, so I'm looking at it that way. So I'll be packing for first light, so I'll see you then folks. Right, thanks for watching if you've watched the video to this point. Well, good morning everyone. As you would have just seen the time there, we got through the night. It's 6:30 in the morning roughly. Still got about half an hour until the light starts coming up. So yeah, thankfully the clocks went back, so like, I think I said last night, at least it'll be lighter earlier in the morning. But yeah, it's been a rough night. I think the tent's been pretty solid. It's just a noisy one, this tent in the wind, you know. But yeah, if you just put some earplugs in and just try not to focus on the noise, it's actually alright. The wind has calmed down quite significantly compared to last night, but it's still quite strong gusts, but it's just not as frequent as it was last night. So yeah, I'm just about to consider packing away now, so that when the light does come up, I'll just start taking the tent down. Measured the wind speed from inside the tent, 45 miles per hour is what I managed to get. although I was just hanging my hand outside the door. Probably was slightly stronger, like it was forecasted, but I just thought I'd mention that. Well, I'm almost there, folks. When it comes to packing up, I've got the reflective mat to put away, but I always do that last just so I've still got something to separate me from the ground. But you will see now, hopefully anyway, we're starting to get a bit of light now. There's enough light there to take a tent down now and be able to see what you're doing. But yeah, visibility's still pretty poor out there, unfortunately. Thankfully the wind's died down by at least 20 mph, I would say. The gusts are, like I said, they're not as frequent as they were last night. Yeah, it's just really, that's like my car keys and stuff. I've got my new, there it is there, it's a Kestrel 2000 there. That measures my wind speed. And there's like a few things in the pocket still, but it really is not too bad now. While I'm actually filming, I'm quite disappointed by how much water got in the vestibule through the vent last night. I just thought I'd mention that. Might be doing something wrong, let me know. Right, here we go, folks. Let's go and see what damage has been done to the tent. Alright folks, so here is, please excuse my throat, here's current scenes. Right, I'll turn you around. The idea with the rocks on a couple of the guy lines definitely worked. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Looks like all the pegs stayed in throughout tonight. It's the first time I've got out the tent in about 10 hours, so not bad at all. Right, just need to remind myself to take the rocks back up to the summit cairn up there. I'll probably forget, but I'll try and remember. But as long as I take all my gear home, obviously leave no trace. I'm back in here for 5 minutes. And I'm going to tackle this tent down. Please excuse the blurry lens. I've not really got anything to wipe it, but you'll hear me anyway. What's going to happen is I'm going to take this tent down, and now I'm not going to film it. I've always been put off by doing that because of what happened at Dromoctor with the microphones. So what I'll do is I'll cover this camera and then take this tent down. I'll need to remember to do a leave no trace bit. And then what I'll probably do is get a couple 100 metres down off this mountain. Thankfully we're walking down the shelter side from the wind. And yeah, I'll speak to Monty, ask him how he got on, and we'll just send the video down there. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Can't wait to get this tent down. Honestly, I look like someone who's been battered about in the wind the last 12 hours. Honestly, I've just slipped on bog as well and landed in, well, bog basically. Thankfully I've got my waterproofs on. How have you enjoyed your camp, Monty? Hopefully the mic will pick you up. I'm hoping it'll be alright.
The camp itself up there in the tent, 10 out of 10, up there with the best, up there with the elite. The summit, the climb, the initial climb, it was not too bad. The last 100 metres was brutal. Coming down is quite pleasant, again it's a short walk, so all in all, outstanding experience and awful, brutal, exhausting weather.
Well, I think that's about it, folks. I'm just going to wrap the video up, that way I can just get back to the car. So just say my usual outro. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, you know what to do. Click the like button to support the video, click the subscribe button to support the channel in future videos, and definitely hit me in the comments.
Do that to mine as well.
That's something Wandering West says, definitely hit me in the comments. But yeah, until the next trip, take care folks.